Hey everyone, good morning. It's Kimmy from the Thrifter Sisters. I hope everyone is doing great. It is Thursday. We're turning the corner to the end of March, and I wanted to check in with everyone. If you are new to the channel, I am a 10-year reseller online. My three platforms are eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and this channel has also my two other sisters who are thrifters, hustlers, resellers, and so we kind of share our story and our journey here on this channel. So I've got a story, y'all. If you've watched any of my haul videos or sold videos, you know I'm a fluffy girl, and I was trying to do some exercise, and apparently I did something. The fluffy body got going maybe a little bit too much, and I threw out my back. This was Friday. It was the last time I exercised, and I did do some pretty heavy lifting, and I probably pushed it a little bit too hard. So why am I telling you guys this? Because I had to change my reseller hustle for several days because I could basically not walk. So I am a person who I like to work. So weird, right? And if I don't get something done for the day, I don't feel accomplished. So with my back hurting so bad, it was really making me unable to do a lot of lifting and motions. And so I had to switch up my game, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of connect with you guys and a good reminder that there are lots of things that being a reseller and hustling and having your own business entails. And if you get thrown a rock at you or there's a little misstep in the path, don't get too discouraged, which I did. So I should follow my own rules. I got pretty frustrated not being as mobile as I'd like to be, but I made a little list of some of the things I've been doing the last couple days in order to keep my business going, keep some progress going with my business, and to be able to be, feel accomplished. So if you're not feeling like listing, or you have, also have a health issue that prevents you from doing some of the things that you'd like to be doing, here are a few things I've been doing the last couple days, and I'm still getting my sales coming in. So I think hopefully I'm doing a couple of good things. So the first thing that I really started to work on was delisting, or taking down some of my items and relisting them fresh. So I have about 1,200 items on eBay, about 1,200 items on Poshmark. Most of those are cross-posted, and less on Mercari. But so the first part of that is going through your items and delisting things that might be older inventory. It's been sitting there a long time, or if it has a ton of likes, like on Poshmark, if it has 30 likes or 10 watchers, you can delist those items. So you basically just end the items and you can relist them fresh, new. I did that. I did about 50, 60 listings over the last couple days where I took down some older inventory and then I relisted it. So I either copied it on Poshmark or I hit the sell similar button on eBay in order to make the item fresh and new. Maybe I updated the title, entered in a few more things like maybe the color or the brand or things that were missing. And I did update the price if I felt like it had been sitting too long. The Poshmark usually says, 60 to 90 days of your item being on their platform, that it's a good time to relist. eBay, I kind of use a couple things, and that determines whether or not I delist an item. And either one, it's something that I know I've had a long time. And sometimes you look at it and you're like, dang, didn't I buy that like a year ago? Or two, I look at how many people have viewed that item without it being sold. And so of course you could, make up your own determination, right? If 100 people have liked it or 100 people have viewed it and no one's bought it yet, I'm going to take it down, relist it fresh, and hopefully it will catch the attention of someone else. I usually do 150 to 200 views on my eBay items before I take them down and relist them. Of course, another thing you could do with a lot of those old, items, especially on Poshmark, is you can maybe lower the price a bunch, or you could make an offer to them, right? If you are ready for it to just be gone, you could just say, hey, I'm, trying to get some inventory moved. here, it's only for $5, $10, and maybe someone will, take that offer. And also the benefit, of course, to that is if you are removing some of your old items, it helps the algorithms and your search engine responses because, eBay's looking at your item. It's been up for 2 years and it's got 500 views and no one bought it, right? So what they're like, must not be a good item, even though it might be, right? And a lot of times I'll relist an item and boom, in a day or two, someone will send me an offer. And I'm like, I've literally had this sitting here for 6 months, 8 months, and no one's even done anything. And then sometimes, I'm telling y'all, just, making it fresh again, relisting it, sometimes just brings some new traffic to your item, and sometimes it honestly works. So that's something I've been working on when I haven't been as mobile. I got my computer here behind me. Another thing that I've been doing a lot of is cross-posting, which I've talked about maybe 1 or 2 other times before. I used to do cross-posting the old-fashioned way, and that was I would actually copy and paste everything myself and re-enter it all in. Now I'm kind of fancy, y'all, and I do have a program that I pay for by month called Vendoo, and it helps me import the items, and then it will help cross-post all the info, all the brand, the photos, all those things, and it's super, super easy. So, I do use that and make sure that all my items are cross-posted so I have the most eyes on my items for sale. And I am a kind of a person who believes that you shouldn't put all of your eggs in one basket. Some resellers totally believe you should only focus on one, one avenue of selling, whether that's only Poshmark, only Depop, only eBay. And if it's your game, right? I mean, if that works for y'all and you're killing it and you feel great, I'm not hating on that at all. But for me, I kind of like having my eggs in a couple different baskets because a lot of times it seems like if eBay's slow, for some reason Poshmark or Mercari kind of makes up for it. That's just me. That's just what works for me. So I do cross-post my items, and I do like to have my eggs in different baskets. So those were the 2 main things that I've been working on because obviously I can sit and do it on a computer without a lot of mobility, going on here. So delist, relist, refresh your items, cross-post items. Another thing that I did a little bit of was to organize, and I was literally like rolling around in my rolly chair here in my office trying to organize things because bending and lifting was not going very well at all. But, if you have items on a shelf and you can get to them, carefully, if you're hurt like me, or you just don't feel like, listing or whatever. I was like restacking items, putting items together, bagging up some of my clothes, which is easy, put them in a bag, seal it up. So think about, doing some organization. If you're not feeling like listing or you have a mobility thing going on, you could have someone bring you your 1 bin of stuff, and you could, put it in the appropriate, whether it's a poly bag or whatever you do to help store your items. I also, utilized, honestly, my husband and my kids within the last week here. And, bless me that I have a very supportive family circle. And my husband helped me fix things, move things. He's actually updating my platform for listing, my viewing area where I'm going to be taking my pictures so that it's more back friendly. So that's a blessing. But even my son was down here and I'm like, go into box 3A and look for this item. It's purple. And he's like, what, Mom? It was very cute. It was a very nice bonding scenario, and he really does like helping me, and I loved his company. So, if you're down in the dumps physically or even mentally and you just want someone to come hang out with you. I mean, if you have a spouse, a friend, or a child, and you're like, hey, come spend 20 minutes with me and help me do a couple of these things, y'all. It could be a really nice bonding experience. And I had my husband have to make up a what they call a Frankenbox. I sold a Monopoly, and that was fun watching. That was like entertainment in itself. So that's another thing I tried to do while I've been kind of immobile. And the last thing, that I would highly encourage you guys to do if you're down and out, physically, emotionally, whatever, one thing that I kind of enjoy doing is making sure I have all my supplies. So y'all can't see it right here, but I have all of my supplies, and it was a good time to look at what I had in stock to prepare myself for future sales. Do you have enough tape? Do you have enough boxes? do you need to go on USPS.com and order some free material, free supplies, right? They give you free boxes for priority mail, along with a couple other things. Do you need to order those? Have you been meaning to order those boxes? Do you have enough like labels, right? I have all my labels down here of things that are heavy, right? Do you need any caution heavy labels? I put these thank you labels on a lot of my stuff. Do you need to order some poly? Look, I got all the things. My poly mailers here. You know, if you're down in the out or you don't feel like listing, you just want something else to do, you know, maybe see what you need. Do you need ink? Do you need labels? Do you need more pens and pencils? Have you been meaning to buy some more black permanent markers because your children and your husband steal them all? Might be a good time to do that, right? So that was also something that I kind of thought about, and I ordered a few supplies. So I'm ready to go. My back is getting a little bit better. I'm finally able to walk without cringing. So don't but I wanted to just, you know, share some of the things I've been doing and encourage you guys, if you're feeling down about listing or you don't want to do anything else, remember it's your business. And if you're not doing stuff, we don't get paid by the hour, right? Y'all, I don't get paid by the hour. So even if you don't want to do one thing, you know, stay focused, try to stay positive. I know it's hard. You don't have to tell me twice. I was crying a little bit, you know, a couple days ago because I was just so frustrated. So I get it. But hopefully you can take this information and it'll be a good reminder and keep some positive flows going and give you guys some other ideas of things you could be doing just to kind of keep your business going. Because if we ain't hustling, we ain't making no money. And so, you know, once you get that bump in the road, you know, you have to pivot. You have to make some adjustments and keep going. And I've accomplished a lot. And honestly, cross-posting, relisting, and delisting, I think I have maybe 7 items to get out this morning already. So, hey, it's working for me, even though my back's not working for me. So thanks for listening to my ramble. I hope it helps someone or maybe encourages someone. And, you know, my sisters or I will be back with another video soon about reselling or thrifting. Hopefully, if you like connecting with people, resellers, moms, hustlers, we'd love to connect with you guys too. So we'll talk to you really soon and hopefully you'll consider subscribing. Have a great day.